What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at the all-new BMW X6 M60i. This is the M Performance version that sits below the X6M and used to be the sweet spot of the range. Before, it was called the M50i with the pre-facelift X5 and X6. Which it still basically is. I'm not sure why they renamed it to M60, but it's still the same power. 530 horsepower, 750 newton meters of torque. It does have a new engine and they revised a lot of other stuff. So I'm going to show you around it and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, the X6 at the front, very, very aggressive. You get this almost hexagonal grille in black, this time with an M badge as well. We've got a revised bumper with that black part that kind of makes it even more aggressive, but you don't have to have that. You can also just have a regular bumper on like a 40i. It looks relatively civil. We've got new headlight design with those Aero daytime running lights, big air vent right there. We've got new wheel design as well. This is a 22 inch, I would say. Yeah, 22 inch with a 275 tire at the front with regular M Sport brakes behind that. It's a heavy car, almost 2300 kilos, and while they use a lot of clever stuff in the damping and in the stabilization, you do feel that weight, especially when you hit the brake. So yeah, a carbon ceramic option would be nice. It's not there. BMW doesn't even offer it on any SUV, not even on the full-blown M SUVs. I'm still going to keep saying this because I think they should offer it at least as an option, because it would just really improve the car. It just, yeah. Anyway, we've got Brooklyn Grey, I think this is. Very nice color. A lot of new colors available for the X5 and X6. We've got an M60 badge there, carbon fiber mirror caps, black window surrounds. And then at the rear, we've got a 315 tire. Pirelli P0s, by the way. So they do start squealing. And then at the rear, we get this like dark gray for the bumper, which is kind of strange because at the front it's all black. So why is that dark gray then? That's kind of strange, isn't it? Anyway, you get this tailpipe as well on the M60 with two separate tailpipes in there. So this is fake, part of the bumper, and then you have an exhaust here. Definitely lost out sound wise compared to the pre-facelift, I have to say. The M50 used to sound really good. This one sounds a lot more muted, unfortunately. So, little carbon spoiler here as well. This, of course, this roofline is what it's all about. Coupe SUV. Yeah. Is it pretty? I don't think so. Does it look cool? It might. I think it looks kind of muscular, especially from the front. It looks very aggressive, it looks imposing. And I do get why you would think this is cooler than an X5. So yeah, it's up to you what you think is cooler. I would always go for an X5, but these coupe SUVs have gotten quite a bit more handsome than they used to be. So yeah, I guess that's progress. We've got new rear lights as well. So you've got this line running and then this downward shape here, which does look better than before. And M60 badge right there. Now you do lose out on boot space, of course, compared to an X5, and you also don't get the split tailgate. Still a pretty decent boot, I would say. And you also lose out on headroom, of course. So leg room is actually pretty good, considering this is pretty far back, and well, considering the size of the seat. Look at that thing, that's massive. Very deep. And then you have carbon here, nice Bowers & Wilkins audio. Oh, headroom is actually pretty good. You can see, yeah, you guys can see this, I think, but there's an indentation here. There's like a curve going from here up and then to the roof. Because I'm not hitting my head, so yeah, that... Oh, fuck. Oh, crap. Okay, so welcome to car reviewing. It's not as glamorous as you guys think, because sometimes you lock yourself in the back seat of a car because someone has engaged the child lock. So yeah, now we have to climb and try not to hit anything with our shoes. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, yeah, we already covered that. So let's take a look at the engine. The 4.4 liter V8 bi-turbo S68. So this is the new version of the 4.4. This is also the engine that you will find in a new M5 with some hybrid assistance. It's a really good engine. It's incredibly flexible and just does whatever you want. If you want to cruise around, it does so very smoothly. And if you want to get going, it's really powerful. It doesn't sound as good as before, but it's still the gem it used to be. 530 horsepower, 750 newton meters of torque, 4.3 seconds to 100, top speed 250, without the option of going any faster than that, unfortunately. So spec in here, pretty straightforward, a lot of black and some carbon. Still don't like that. I think this looks very cheap, like AliExpress, BMW M accessories for your car. They are introducing a new update on the iDrive 8 system, and they are going to be introducing shortcuts, I think, in this like black bar. So let's start it up. This is very underwhelming. That's kind of a anticlimactic, I would say, and that is because you have a 48 volt mild hybrid system with a starter generator. So let's turn it off again, and then ignition on, and then go to Sport. Sport Plus, and then start it up. So you at least get somewhat of an engine sound. It's still not a lot, mind you. It sounds... You know what it sounds like? What? Why is it turning off by itself? Is that because the door is open? What? I hate that cars do stuff by themselves now. We're losing control of them. It sounds a bit like old school V8, like a Bentley V8 or something like that, you know, just V8 but very civilized, not very shouty. No pops and bangs or stuff like that. Which is a good thing, just could be a bit louder. Now, let's head out for a drive. Where's the frickin'... There it is. So we've got sport displays basically here, and sport for the gearbox. Now you do have, I don't know if you guys can hear that properly, but there are like some burbles in the exhaust, but I think it's through the speakers. Yeah, it's not very convincing. It's not very exciting, the sound. Don't buy this car for that stuff. It's just, it's a pretty decent V8 sound, I would say, but not as good as before. But I will say you still have a V8, so right, upside. That's the upside of it. So we can also turn off traction control and play around a little bit. It does allow for some slip, but not a lot. Of course, you've got X drive, so it always sort of corrects. So do we have time to do a launch control? Yeah, we do. Okay, so launch control. Watch the boost build right there. 0.7 or 6, whatever, 7, there we go. And that is launch control. 0 to 100, I did 4.15, so that is actually quite quick. It's a quick car. It also shifts really aggressively on launch control. So ZF 8-speed gearbox, shifting with the pedals, really good. Quick upshift, especially. Handling, very nice. It's very planted. It's very controlled. There's very little body roll, which is kind of crazy in a car this big, heavy and high, and yeah, it is very, very good. The only thing is, and I'm not sure if that's just me getting old or whatever, I feel like it's a bit harder and firmer than the previous one, the M50i, but that also might be just X6, because last time I drove an M50 was an X5, and I do think that the X6 is a bit firmer, a bit more sporty. But it is very nice. I mean, it's also very refined, so even though it is quite hard, firm, when you go over a speed bump or anything like that, it's never really clunky or anything like that, you know. It's very refined. But I would prefer it to be a bit softer, because I just want to enjoy this V8 goodness, but also, like, you know, just cruise around comfortably. So sport for the gearbox on the Autobahn. P0s, there they go. But that's not bad. That's actually quite okay for an X6. So hit the Autobahn. It's surprisingly calm today at the Autobahn, except for these guys. It's not that busy today. I don't know what's going on, but so 100 to 200, here we go. Start at 90. Quick shift, lovely shift. You get a nice kick through the drivetrain. And that's 200. I did a 10.82, which is actually very respectable. And you can see that the more aerodynamic shape of an X6 actually helps, because it is 6/10 quicker than the X5 M60 we tested. So that is actually quite a big difference. This is the top speed, 248 GPS. Not sure why it's not hitting 250 since you're paying for it, but anyway. But it is very comfy at this speed. You can see that it is limiting the power now. And then we hit the brakes. So brake pedal feel a bit soggy, especially if you've used them a couple of times. But the performance generally stays there. It's just the pedal that goes a bit soft because everything gets really hot. But performance is still there. It is very suitable for this kind of stuff. On the Autobahn it's very comfy as well. And I'm in Sport Plus mode right now, so yeah, this is very good. It's just around town it can be a bit jolty and a bit like unsettled by speed bumps or potholes or undulations in the road. But these bumps here, yeah, that's pretty good. It's a nice car, it is. If it were my money, you know, value for money wise, I think an M60 is definitely worth it over an X6M. The premium you pay for an X6M is just not worth it in my opinion. It's marginally more, you know, sporty, fast, but this thing does everything so well already, I don't think it's worth the premium you pay. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. So yeah, 120 regular motorway speed, full throttle, picks up well. It's so quick. And this has gotten so normal nowadays. I mean, it's a massive SUV. Look at, there's no one here. What's happening? The last few months, it's been horrifying here at the Autobahn. It's been so busy, but this is nice. This is like the old days. This is what I like. It should be like this everywhere in the world, right? Just, this should be your cruising speed. People know you're about to overtake them as well, so these German drivers, they look in their mirror before they go left most of the time. Don't trust the yellow plates though, but there we go. That's the border. So we have to slow down. That's a lovely drive. Hope you enjoyed it as well. That's the border, so fun is over. You can subscribe by clicking the big button. Check out this video, this playlist. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye guys.